Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here and happy you're here with me. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this content and will subscribe. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how well my market went this past weekend. Okay, so let's jump back to the weekend before that. That was pretty much the beginning of summer, like hot. And I guess a lot of people just weren't prepared for all of a sudden jumping from a beautiful spring to a super hot. It was my birthday event, so let's see. I sold $232 worth of items, and that was 16 items. And they closed up. It was supposed to be until 10 to 4, and they closed up at 3. Yeah, my last sale was at 3 o'clock. And that was even as I was closing up. I'm telling you, these kids, they're like, oh no, she's packing up, I gotta run. So that's really cool. But yeah, I always end up having a little sale there at the end. So yeah, that market was okay, but it was more like we jumped straight from spring into summer, like bam. And I think a lot of people just weren't prepared for that. And okay, so that kind of put me in a mood, like I really hope this next event is better because, of course I need to make my income, right? And anyway, so the next event was the Memorial Weekend, and it was a 2-day event, and it costed $120 for a 10 by 10 space. And the permit for 2 days was, the city permit was $52, which was like a lot higher than it usually has been. So I was like, oh gosh, I'm already into this thing. $172, that's higher than any other event I've ever done. Well, let me tell you, it was worth it. It was worth it. The very first day, I grossed $1,243. That was just the first day. And of course, that was the busiest day because that was the day that they had the parade and entertainment. And here in our local town, we have what is called the Gunslinger Show. And, because we're Texas. What else do we got to do? Show off our old Texas style. Anyway, and that usually brings in a crowd as well. And so that was spectacular. I was just blown away by that. I mean, $1,200. Wow. And then the second day was $474. So in total, my gross amount was $1,717. And then you take away the taxes and fees and the booth expense and the hubby tax. It all came down to $1,369. So that really wasn't bad at all. I mean, considering I was in it for $172, that was not bad to come out with a profit of $13.69. I was I was blown away. I was starting to get worried. I was like, "Oh my gosh, my inventory is extremely low compared to most of the time." You know, most of the time I have approximately 250 plushies with me almost all the time. And now, after this 2-day event, I am down to, what is it, about 140, which is really low, really, really low, considering I usually have about, I had 3 large tubs and 2 smaller ones. And yeah, I came home with 2 large tubs. That was it. That was it. It's very scary considering, you know, by the time I was at the end of the show, I had so much space on my table. It was like, it just looked odd, you know, to have all this empty space. And all the things I had down in the bin under the table were just basically repeats of what I already have on the table. But I didn't want to keep putting out more because I have another event this coming Saturday, and then another one the Saturday after that. And there is no way I'm going to be able to replenish 111 plushies in just 7 days. There's no way. I mean, I managed to get 6 done so far since last night. So there's no way I'm going to get 111 plushies replenished at this time. But I'm going to work my butt off to try. My biggest sellers, like almost immediately, I was out of turtles on Saturday. The small turtles, the medium, and I had 1 little small one and 6 medium ones, and they were gone almost before noon. And then the bigger turtles started going. And by the end, let's see, I had 7 small turtles and 4 large sea turtles and 4 large land turtles. And I came home with 1 land turtle. That was it. The turtles were wiped out. And yeah, that was one of my biggest sellers was turtles. Let's see. Also, another big seller was the T-Rex. I had 7 T-Rexes that went out, and 6 chickens, and 5 of the small octopuses. I had 4 big sellers, and it was crazy. Saturday was so many kids. I mean, right across the walkway from me was all of these little kids, and it was like a kid's business day. And each one of these kids had created their own item, and they were selling their items. And it was fun watching these little entrepreneurs, you know. And one of the little girls was a crocheter, and she was in my shop almost all day, like almost neglecting her own little shop just to dig me for information. Yarn, hooks, patterns, stuffing techniques, all this other stuff. She was really, really milking me for information. And I was just in heaven, basically. This little girl was just so interested in learning more than what she already knew. And from her age, she was only 10 years old. For her age, she was doing very well. Over time she'll get better, and it'll look better, but based on what I saw, and she showed me her progression, and she's definitely getting better and better and better. So it just was so encouraging to see the next generation really embrace crochet. I mean, 10 years old, that was just precious, precious. I got to see somebody that I hadn't seen in a while. There was a vendor, an older man, who had a heat stroke last year, and I saw him walking around on Saturday, and I was like, oh yes, he's still alive. That's awesome. And then Sunday, he stopped in and talked to me for a little bit, and I was just thrilled. It's like, it's always really good to know how things turn out for someone, because last time I saw him, he was being hauled away in an ambulance. But anyway, he was really fun to talk to, because he has a sense of humor about his health, and so it makes it easier to have some laughs with him, and embrace his humor. If you want to stick around, that's great. We're going to talk about in the order of how things sold and for how much. And so let's get started. Oh, and look at here. I wrote down in my little notepad what all sold and what didn't. Not what didn't, but all what sold, and in the order that they sold. And I brought it home. I did my little inventory list and left my notepad at home. So the next day, they were handing out these. And so I wrote my list on the back. So, alright. Let's go ahead and get to this. Okay, sea turtle, $15. Sea turtle, $15. Large cactus pillow. It looks like a pillow to me. Large cactus, $25. Chili pepper, $10. Sea turtle, $15. Oh no, that was the 12. The little bitty one. The little bitty $12 one. Large cactus, $25. Seahorse, $15. Small snake. Little owl. Oh, small snake was $10. Little owl, $5. Seahorse, $15. 2 ladybugs for $5 a piece. I gotta put my glasses on, sorry. Okay. Sea turtle, $15. Seahorse, $15. Shark, $15. Sea turtle, $15. Bee, $15. Taco, $10. Puppy, $25. Shark, $15. A large sea turtle, $30. Seahorse, $15. The cow head, a cow skull head, yeah, that was beautiful, $30. Squid, $20. Bee, $15. Puppy, $25. Large octopus, $25. Sea turtle, $30. Large sea turtle. 1 set of stickers for $2. Rabbit, $15. A rabbit, $15. sea turtle, $15. Dinosaur, a T-Rex, $15. A bee, $15. A small snake, $10. A brontosaurus, $15. A large cactus, $25. Stingray, $8. A T-Rex for $15. A cactus planter for $15. A small octopus for $10. Squid for $20. 2 chickens at $18 apiece. A rabbit for $15. A land turtle for $30. A hedgehog for $15. A llama for $15. An easy cat for $12. A triceratops for $15. A brontosaurus for $15. A bee for $15. A blueberry for $10. A T-Rex for $15. Sea turtle for $15. A large snake for $25. A little owl for $5. A large snake for $25. A chick, a baby chick, for $8. 2 small snakes for $10 apiece. A land turtle for $30. 2 small snakes at $10 apiece. A pig for $15. A land turtle for $30. A large possum for $18. A small possum for $15. A pig for $15. A T-Rex for $15. We're just now getting at 2 o'clock and it lasted till 4. Okay, let's see. A T-Rex for $15. A small octopus for $10. A leggy frog for $15. A shark for $15. And a chicken for $18. And a dino for a T-Rex for $15. And a cactus planter for $15. So, yeah, that was a heck of a day. My goodness. I was just blown away by it. It was amazing. Alright, and then day 2 is I have a small little cactus all by itself, $5. A set of stickers for $2. A large sea turtle for $30. A ladybug for $5. A taco for $10. A possum for $18. 2 washcloths for $8 a piece. An easy cat for $12. A brontosaurus for $15. A washcloth for $8. 2 small octopuses for $10 each. 2 chickens for $18 a piece. A sea turtle for $30. A mushroom for $8. A baby doll for $10. A rabbit for $15. A possum for $15. A pig for $15. A triceratops for $15. A small octopus for $10. A cactus planter for $15. A chicken for $18. A shark for $15. A leggy frog for $15. A mouse for $15. A small leggy frog for $8. A baby chick for $8. A large squid for $25. And there at the very end of the day, I had all my boxes packed up, and here come two little girls. Can we buy some dinosaurs from you? So, two T-Rexes for $15 a piece. And there we go. Wow. Look at all that I have to redo. I have to do all of that. So, whew, yeah. That was me the whole time. I was like, yeah, I was using it for my list, but I was also using it for me. The weather was, oh goodness. I got a sunburn. I put sunscreen on, right? And I was wearing short sleeves, like a tank top, right? And I got a sunburn way back there in the back of my arm, right in the little groove there. It's like, ooh. Last night when I laid down, ooh, that really smarts. But I missed getting the sunscreen on right there. That sun will find it, won't it? So anyway, I did really well. I did not get sick. I did not get overheated. I mean, yeah, it was hot. I stayed with the fluids and all that, but it was really good. I had a really great time, and I made a whole month's worth of money in one event. So I'm a very happy girl. And I do have an event this Saturday. It's the first market of the month, which is every month. And then I have another small market right after that the next weekend. So fingers crossed I get some work done. And I will see y'all Friday, and we'll go over how much I actually got accomplished this week. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.